Hey guys, it's Bostonl1 here with a tournament recap video. As many of you may be aware, right now going on is Smogon Grand Slam, a tournament where pretty much all the lower tiers are playable in separate tournaments. And I, of course, signed up for all of them. Usually I don't really sign up for all of them. I usually sign up just for NU, since that's the tier I play the most. But this year I was like, why not try out them all? Should be fun. I don't know many of these tiers, so I'm kind of learning them as I go, and hopefully as I pick up some wins, I can figure the tier out and just play better in the future. So right now this is RU for the RU Open. This is actually the second set of games I have played. I played UU earlier last week, but unfortunately I'm going to say I lost those games. But I have a bad habit, like I'm not used to saving replays, so and for example, I actually forgot to save the first game of this set as well. So I'm gonna try to remember that in the future, going on in the future, trying to get those replays so I can actually do these videos fully. So this is gonna be a little shorter than usual, but regardless. So this is RU Open. First game, I'm just gonna kind of describe it first. So it was pretty much he brought like Webb's Linoon offense, and I just brought my own team, and pretty much my Golisopod just kind of really came in clutch and beat him. So I did win game 1. So this is game 2. This is a pretty good game in my opinion. Just looking at the matchups, I did bring specs for Bombi. I thought that'd be a pretty little neat fun bring, but just looking at his team, Hoopa is depending on what it is, can be a pretty big threat. I kind of have to play around with my Spadef Mons, which is nothing. Most of my Mons I can switch in and don't really take it well, and I have like no Shadow Ball resist. So I had to rely on Pure Bulk to take those, depending on what the set is. So it's kind of annoying, but just looking at it, Roserade is really good in this matchup, like really good. So I'm going to have to play around with it. It is Acid Downpour, Roserade, as well as Choice Scarf, Choice Scarf, Goodra. So I'm going to have to play around the Hoopa, but I feel like I can win if you play my Roserade correctly. This is also AV Machamp, which doesn't do too much in this game. Alright, so just looking at it, I decided to lead Rabombi. I figured maybe he would lead Golisopod or something like that, and I can, first off, dissuade First Impression. And I can get a U-turn off, or throw off a hit if I really want to. Florges does pretty much beat it, as well as Arcanine, so it's going to be difficult for him to win. But I decided to lead off Rabombi anyway. So I lead off Rabombi as he leads off with his Arcanine. So I can't really stay in, I just want to get out of here. I go into Goodra as a middle ground because I didn't want Sims to say go for Wild Charge turn 1, which would catch the Blastoise. I figured this is a good mid-ground to go into, and I decided to drop a Red Draco right here as he goes into Florges. That's fine because I do have a Bronzong, which walls this indefinitely, so free Bronzong here. So he just goes for Moonblast. Take this opportunity to get my rocks up, as I feel like rocks are really important to whittle down the Mons in this game. As he goes straight into Golisopod. This is a big threat as well. I don't have many great switch-ins to it, besides maybe Blastoise, but Blastoise can't deal with it back really well, besides Dark Pulse. So, and also if it's like, say, Banded First Impression, it's going to do a lot. So I decided I'm going to go with my Goodra right here. Kind of hard play, but I really didn't know what probably the better play was to go into my Machamp, because I felt like it was more useless in this game than this Scarf Goodra. But regardless, switching a knockoff does a lot, but I can get a free hit off, and he just lets me hit his Golisopod with Thunderbolt, which emergency exits him out. Now he goes into Hoopa here, and Goodra's actually faster, so I figured I can just drop a Draco right here, but it turns out he's actually Scarf Hoopa, which is very important to know. It does make it really hard to deal with, just because it can revenge kill most everything if it's a correct stab. So it's going to make it hard, but at least now I know it's locked into Psychic, and I can just go in on Bronzong and wall it. So I'm going to throw off Toxic here, as I just want to whittle down whatever comes in, as I get the Arcanine, which is very nice, because this thing will be really annoying at health. Because if I keep rocks up and just let Toxic rack up, it will pretty much always be around half. As well as I run Protect my Bronzong, so I can just kind of get Toxic damage racking up. I go hard Roserade here, predicting him, just, he can't really touch my Roserade in the first place, so it's a pretty free play, and I want to get this thing in because it can do a lot of work against him. As he goes into Mandibuzz, I still have a Sludge Bomb. It does not much, but I feel like right here I'm free enough to go for my Acid Downpour. I don't think he's going to go for anything like a Brave Bird. And sometimes they don't even run Brave Bird, so as he goes for U-turn there. He goes into Golisopod. This is also a risky play. I'm kind of playing... I'm playing probably my best Pokemon really poorly, I guess you can say, because I'm just kind of risking it to everything, because he can go for Banded First Impression here and just kill me. If that's what he is. But I'd just say he's not going to go for it, and I just click Sludge Bomb. So right now my opponent says GG, but this is far from over, believe me. He goes into Arcanine as I go with my Blastoise. This is no Water Stab Blastoise, but I can still just kind of... He can't, since he's toxic, he can't really deal with me at all anyway with my Dark Pulse. So he just goes out and so I switch out to Roserade, predicting him to go into something that's not, like, you know, of course, like Florges, as I do get that, and I go to Roserade and I get a kill. So right now he's down 0-2, or he's down 2 Pokemon, I'm down 1. But he's free to go Hoopa here and pretty much click Psychic. I'm not gonna risk my Bronzong this early if I have a sack, which is Machamp, because it doesn't really do anything. So I'm just gonna sack my Machamp here to Psychic. But now that I know he's locked in a Psychic, I'm just gonna go straight into my Bronzong. I believe he tries to make a play here and just stays in and does it again. No, he does not. Okay, so I'm just going to get my rocks up because it's really important. I'm sure I just protect here to get that toxic damage racking up as he goes hard Milotic. So I really want to get this thing toxic. I'm fine with taking a Scald, I feel like, since I still just deal with Florges regardless. As he just stays in and he just protects. And then he makes another play back in Arcanine. Just because he doesn't want his Milotic to be toxic again. Also, since... I'm not really worried about Marble Scale since all my Pokemon are pretty much attacking Mons, so I don't think that really hurts me at all. So I'm going to go back to my Machamp as he just Morning Suns up, and I'm just going to click on Knock just to remove whatever item he may have, but he just Flare Blitz and kills me, so it's fine. So now I'm going to go back into my Blastoise and just click Dark Pulse, I believe, as he goes into Florges. Blastoise is really difficult to do anything just because of the Florges and Milotic combination. It's hard for it to do anything, but I'm going to double into my Roserade here, thinking I can deal with Florges, whatever he goes for. But that makes a nice double into Hoopa. So right here, I'm going to have to make a call, and I do say he's going to click Psychic, so I got that switch lucky. He does stay in here as I just click Psywave, which now is really nice because at this point, my Pokemon can pretty much knock it out, such as Rabombi, if it lives a Shadow Ball or Psychic, as well as my Roserade. It can now kill it, so it's really nice to have it so low. I'm glad he stayed in that turn for me. And right here, I think I just click Psywave again. Maybe I should have clicked Toxic, but this is fine. I just wanted guaranteed damage. Goes for Wish here, but I'm still okay with this because Rock's Toxic. I don't think Arcanine's going to be that big of a problem. Throw another Toxic. Probably should have Psywave there, but it's fine what it is. I can click Protect here as he now unveils that he is actually Defensive Z Arcanine. Pretty neat set, I guess, but since I protected, I took nothing from it, so pretty easy eat. I'm just going to switch out here. It's not dealing with this. He does reveal to be Mago Berry Florges, which makes this a lot more annoying now. He's so much healthier. He wishes up. I guaranteed I know he's not going to go back to Arcanine here, so I just go into Bronzong. Does not want to risk it. I saved me going for Water Move. As I get my rocks back up, I just want to keep him up as much as possible. He goes back into Hoopa, and this is where things start getting scary, but fortunately I do have Protect, so I can kind of scout what he's going to go for. But even though he does this, I still don't have any switch-ins this move, so I just kill pretty much stack something here. If I go my Rabombi, I feel like it's useless. It's hard to break through Arcanine and Florges right now. So I just sack that, and then go back to the Roserade. And that way I can live a Shadow Ball and just throw an attack. As he goes into Milotic, of course, Giga Drain will do a lot. As he tries to protect up, does not gain enough health to live the next one, so he has to switch out here. And he goes into Arcanine, and I can kill this with Giga Drain into Sludge Bomb. So Arcanine is gone, very fortunate for me, but he still has that Hoopa, and I still have to play around the Hoopa because we had the same amount of Mons, and so this is going to be a difficult start. It's going to be difficult to play around this at this point. I am pretty certain he's probably going to click Shadow Ball here. I do live, I'm like, why do that when I could go into my Blastoise? And I live pretty comfortably, so I can live the next one if he goes for it. So I just throw, so right here, of course I go out into it. I'm pretty sure, like, this is his win con. Hoopa's his win con, so he can't stay in. If he dies, if his Hoopa dies, I win with Roserade regardless. So I knew he would have to double, he had to switch out there more than likely unless he just makes a hard read. So I'd take advantage of that and double back into Roserade and get my kill. Does go for Wish here. I cannot let him go back in the Hoopa, so I go for Giga Drain as it does kill, and now his Hoopa is gone, and now my Roserade just wins. So that play of doubling into Roserade really worked out for me in the end, and it let me win the game. So Florges comes out, and I just close up Sludge Bomb. So Roserade did a lot in this game. It was pretty much got every kill except for the Golisopod. Wait, no, it killed everything. Yeah. So Roserade actually killed every Pokemon in this game, so it was hugely useful to me. He just didn't have much to deal with it besides revenge killing it with Hoopa and maybe Mandibuzz. But once I just weakened it and weakened the Mandibuzz to the point it's gonna die, it really helped me out. So yeah, I did play Roserade pretty aggressive in the beginning to maybe even try like almost stacking it, but it worked out for me, and I'm really glad it worked out for me. So I did win the week, going on to round 2. I'm playing, I actually don't know what I'm playing next, because my opponents aren't responding, but anyway. I think I'm going to get a free win of PU, because my opponent is pretty much dead. So I got I had my first opponent, did not respond, so I got a sub in for him, and then he doesn't respond, so no more subs at this point, I assume, so I'm probably just going to win the week. For that, so I'm going on to round 2 of PU and RU. I'm playing NU soon. I'm playing Tsunami. Been around for a long time, but of course NU is my main tier, so I have a better hope of winning that game than most others. And of course LC I signed up for, and it's going to start next week. So yeah, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want to. I'm really going to look forward to posting more of these videos, and hopefully I can make it further in at least like 2 of them. But yeah, so thanks for watching, and goodbye.